Hi, families. I finally snuck out here to be able to record this message. I didn't think I would ever make it. But here we are on the eve of the first day of school, and I have the same excitement and nervous stomach that I always have in anticipation of my first day with a brand new group of students. And I love it, to be honest with you. I feel so fortunate to be able to go back to school in a way that is safe for all kids and everyone involved in teaching and learning in our schools. At the same time, if I was really going to level with you, I think remote teaching is such a struggle for myself, and not for the reasons you would think. I love technology. I love putting together fantastic lessons, and I love learning new things. The reasons are more personal in nature. First of all, because I'm quite a perfectionist. So videotaping lessons becomes such an ordeal. I find every reason to retake my videos when I know I should probably just be moving on. And the other reason is pretty personal too, in that one of my real strengths as a teacher has always been, for the last 17 years, developing relationships with my students in a way that the classroom sort of manages itself. Now that we're not in the classroom, I've been researching all sorts of great ways to get to know each other on Zoom. But I have to admit, I'm really missing that connection. And I can't wait till we can all safely come back in the classroom. Until then, I'm ready to make this year fantastic. I have to look at this, and I hope you do too, as an opportunity and not an obstacle. Now, for tomorrow, there are just two big things to really consider. One, if you get this in time, you could just have a quick conversation with your child that tomorrow they'll have an opportunity to share something that is dear and close to their heart. So when I say that, it's kind of just like a verbal sharing time. They might share something like that they play soccer and really love it, or they have a new baby sister. All of those are fantastic examples. On the first day, I just like to be, cautious about not putting any kiddos on the spot, especially since we are on a computer. The second thing is that the Zoom link itself, remember, is found in Google Classroom. So once you open up the computer and you log on, and you go to Google Classroom, you will find in my Google Classroom in classwork, you will find the topic Zoom. And if you click on Zoom, it will open up the entire link. You'll just click on it and connect to the Zoom meeting. If you have any problems, don't panic. We will make sure that they get all worked out within this week. And I will do my best to make sure that your kiddo gets up to date on anything that is happening in class. Now, let me turn this video off and turn another one on that shares my screen so I can show any of you that still need to log into Google Classroom just how to do that. Sit tight. Okay, if you are still working on getting into Google Classroom, here is one way that you can do that. You can go to google.com so that you find yourself on this page and sign in your student. Once your student is signed in, and you sign them in, by the way, with their school's email and 8-digit birth date. Okay, so that is their school's email and 8-digit birth date. Once you have them all signed in, you see I've signed in my son, carter.clary@csd117.org. And then for his password, I put in his 8-digit birth date. That's the month, the 2-digit day, and then 4-digit year. Once he's all signed in, then I can head up to what I call the waffle, but it's the area where you find all of Google's apps. Click on it, click on Google Classroom, and here are all of Carter's Google Classrooms. Now, he is in 5th grade. I am going to add my classroom to his. He can stand for some more work anyway. So here to add my classroom to his menu here, I'm going to push this plus symbol. And if you hover over it, you'll see it even says join class. So I'm going to push that and up pops this window. And in this window, it asks you for a class code. So I'm going to put in our class code. It is all lowercase h, b, q, u, j, e, and h. Once that is in, you head right up to this rectangle, this button that says join, and you push on it, and it will say joining as it accesses that code. We'll wait and see here if it gets through. There it is. It pushed us right into my Google Classroom. So when this page pops up after you've joined and it says third is the word, you'll know that you are in the right place. You'll see my name right here. It says Jennifer Clary, and I wrote welcome. You'll want to come up to this toolbar, and where it says classwork, you want to click on it. And you'll see that there in Google Classroom are several topics that students will be working out of. But the one that they'll need to know for tomorrow, the only one that they'll need to know is this one right here, Zoom. Underneath Zoom, it says Zoom again. And this little symbol right here stands for a material. It's not something that's due. If you click on it, a drop-down menu appears, and so does the link for the Zoom meeting. So I'm just going to push that and see what happens. There we go. It's launching the Zoom meeting. Now, of course, it's not going to open the Zoom meeting right now. It says connecting, but, and I'll say yes, I'm going to join with computer audio, of course. But it's not going to connect right now because I haven't started the meeting and I am not yet admitting anybody into the meeting. But I can push start video and you will get to see, we'll see if you get to see myself in that video. Well, it's not popping up, but you would see yourself in that video, I believe, if I admitted you into the meeting. So that is how you get into, I'm going to end that there and leave that meeting. That is how you get into the Google Classroom and the Zoom meeting for tomorrow. I look forward to seeing everyone there. Have a great night.